Morning all, welcome to 2023 List 5 Live. I thought I'd go on half an hour early. I was just sitting around, twiddling my thumbs. So why not just get on and list some stuff? What have I noticed this morning? My OneDrive doesn't seem to be working. So that'll be fun for moving over photos. I've taken some photos this morning. Always nice. Very grey lately, but I found it's always best to do it in the morning. Now, I've got windows open all over the place. I'm totally disorganised. I've forgotten how to do this, obviously, because it's not been on for a while. Had a few people asking me where I've been, which has been nice. Hello, Damien. Hello, Leanne. Good to see you. Hope you had a good new year. And I've kind of been taking it quite easy. You know, last half of December, but I really am trying to get back into it now. Peter Ray. Hello, Peter. Good to see you. So let's get on. I've got a handful of things. So yeah, I mean, quarter four's been pretty good. Like I say, I took it quite easy second half of December. I mean, I normally find that sales are done by around about the middle of December anyway. You could get a few desperate people at the end. I didn't turn the store off. I know a lot of people went on holiday mode. What I did was I just kind of stopped listing, tidied up a little bit and sorted myself out and got myself ready for the new year. Hi, Richard. Good to see you. Let's make that money. I kind of feel a bit like that now. Yeah, let's go at it, you know, full pelt. How long will that last? We will see. Right. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been sourcing. So I've just grabbed a whole load of things that have just been sitting around. I've still got like loads of stock hanging around. Honey, you New Year. Honey. This is live of the unexpected. I am half an hour early. Yes, I don't know whether I'll do an hour and a half or just finish at 11:30. Not too sure. Yes, I know what you meant. Hello, Shabba. So, I've got lots of bits and bobs. Don't really know what they are. Just kind of been hanging around, picked up in bundles of stuff. I've got a Roku Express. It's some sort of thing you have for streaming. No clue. So let's have a look at that one. I mean, some of these items I've got like a Trivial Pursuit down there. And something I would never pick up. I've probably just been kicking around for ages. Probably should have put it on ages ago. I want to get rid of it. So these are all going to be priced really well. So brand new, £20. That's what someone's trying to get. And let's have a look at some solds. Let me know what I'm interested to hear what people's. Everybody sets goals. So you got any goals for this year? I'm kind of fairly relaxed. I kind of, you know, want to do a little bit better. Not massively. I don't want to become a multinational global company. We shall see. What I was interested in, James is in, and James did a stream a couple of days ago, and he said one of his goals was to go through 100k, which is interesting. And I was on it like a flash, going, okay, what's the ROI you're expecting off that? It's quite interesting, hearing, goals like that. And it's, having done this for a while. So when I heard 100k, that kind of immediately I said, good goal. Realistically, could it be achieved? Nah, can be, obviously. Anything, sky's the limit with eBay. But in real terms, what does that mean? And it means turning over just under, I don't want to work out the exact numbers, just under £300 a day, every single day. So, I mean, my turnover on a 90-day, I don't know, it can be anywhere between 10 and 20k, and I pretty much want to keep it there because of the VAT implications. And James did actually talk about the VAT, which is quite interesting, and the fact that you can actually, don't assume it's 20% or whatever it is. But what interests me is, okay, people wanting to achieve £100,000. How do they go about that in terms of sourcing? Because you're not the only one. When I go to a boot fair, even if I have £500 in my pocket, I could just spend it. But you want to get stuff that sells. You want to have stuff that has great ROI. And profit, making the money is in the buying. And it's a really old bit of advice that I got ages ago. So I could increase my turnover hugely, but in terms of profit, you've got to keep on the ball with that. So I did ask the question: what's your kind of average ROI? Now, when I started reselling, I'd always look at 4 times return on investment, and when I started doing Amazon, and I got piece of software that searched all the stores. Paid a 3-month subscription for it. But it was quite a shock to me when I did that. This was a couple of years ago, where people were hunting for 30% ROI, buys, which may work if you're doing it in huge volume. You buy a million things for like £1 million, you make 30% on it, you make £300,000 or whatever, But in terms of what I'm doing, 30% ROI is no good. So I was asking about what the average ROI is you look for, what's the minimum and what's your average? So if I'm going to a boot fair, if I see something for, 20 quid, and it might make me 30 quid, or it might make 30 quid, so like £10, that's no good to me. I think I've changed from 4 times to a minimum of doubling my money. I'm not really interested in it. It might get my money back. That to me is more and more waste of time. And I see a lot of people doing it, and a lot of people buying at a loss, or putting their neck on the line to buy something that it might double their money, but they might lose on it. And I don't think it's in the long term. I don't think it's a good plan. But definitely, I feel like I've had to lower my expectations on ROI, because more people are aware of prices of things, and this was brought up on James's stream. More people know. Oh, I'll just stick that on eBay myself, and there's more resellers out there. So something. Yeah, I have people I bought off a couple of years ago. I can't get stuff off them now because other people are buying it cheap. So there we go. Right, let's get on. Let's have a look at this then. Let's get one on. Let's get one in the bag. So, quite a few brand new ones. There's a pre-owned one for 16 quid. How do I test if this is working when I don't even know what it is? Well, I'll just stick it in the telly and see how we go. So £16 plus £3.40 on bids. I'll go £16.99. I think that'll do me. Plus postage. So let me know what you think about all that. A few more people coming in. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. I definitely want to get a hold of all my vintage Star Wars boxes. I've got to do some things I've got to do, and I'm really aware that I kept going on. I was going to do this for ages. Hello, Neil. Good to see you. Hope you had a good New Year and Christmas. I'm kind of glad Christmas is over. All that done, get back to normal, get the decorations away. Oh, good. Someone's answered the question. It's always nice when people are listening. Mine's average out at 4 to 5 times my money. Sometimes I double my investment. Sometimes I get 20 times. Well, I know exactly what you mean. I love to get that. I had one the other. Well, I have them quite often actually. I buy something for 30 quid and it will sell for hundreds or whatever. Where does it average out? What would be your minimum though? I mean, if you saw something at a boot fair, Would you have a minimum? Do you think you need to increase volume? Because mine's 4 or 5 times, I would say. The trouble that I have is maintaining the volume with that. So I kind of think, well, if I could get a load of stuff and just sort of like, it's all a balance between, you don't want to get something difficult if it only doubles your money, and of course it depends on the value of the thing. If a good example, I bought a table and that cost me 90 quid, but I sold it for 350. So it's only like 3 times, like profit wise, only 3 times. But well, worth it. Also, pain in the bum, but it was collection only. So long term, things. So let me know what you think about that. What would kind of like your minimum be if you're sourcing, and you kind of think, oh, I've seen that on, at the Boot Fair or Facebook Marketplace. Let's say it's like, for argument's sake, a gaming. Oh, gaming hall. That's nice. I could double my money on that. Would you be happy with that? When did I put the bins out this week? Well, even the council don't know that, so don't ask me. So my goal this year is to source and list 3,000 items. That's a good target. I like that. Yeah, it's a good kind of round number. Yeah, I'm kind of minimum in terms of minimums. So send them to me. You will send them to me. Yeah, I don't think I've really changed. It's just sticking to it. So, minimum of 5, minimum of £100 every day. Aim to schedule or draft in advance and get them in the bank. Refer back to videos I did about 4 years ago. My hands are so dry. I was cleaning a NutriBullet this morning, as you may well have seen in the video. The sell-through is key to hit them kind of numbers. That sounds exactly like James talking. Yeah, hit them kind of numbers. You've created a fancy spreadsheet. Yeah, sell-through is important. It's why I've definitely been focusing a lot more on sticky stock. And this year as well, another sort of thing I'm more aware of is, I will get stock on like every day, but I will be reviewing it, that stock. And again, this has been said before, but as well as like listing a set number, it'll also be reviewing a set number. So yeah, he's worked it all out. Hi Lee, hope you're doing well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely get some different options. I've got a few options, and like I say, I've got a large backlog. I'm just hoping to get another contact as well, which should be good for both, hopefully. I always correlated on how much the initial cost is. The more I pay up, the more I'm concerned on how long the money will be tied up for potential return. Yeah, it's no easy thing to come on here and say, oh, I want it to be this, I want it to be that, and I think everyone knows that in the chat. It's a balance between, you wouldn't buy something for £1 and sell it for 2, but you might buy something for 100 and sell it for 200, and you also have to look at how difficult the item is. But I definitely want to get some, if I get this 10 items every day, for 20 quid and double my money, and they were easy to post, it's not a bad place to be, that. Send them to me. Send them to me. Do it, Mark. Send them over. A Sholly. Is that Peter Ray? I don't know if I've ever... I might have mentioned Shollies ages ago. I do know that they are a good... definitely a good thing to look out for. So I don't know whether you're thanking me or thanking Peter Ray. If it's me, I definitely haven't mentioned it for years, but I have mentioned Shollies. Pay £100 for something that sells instantly for £200 is a good buy. £50 that sells for 200 but takes a year, not so good. Yeah, definitely. There's loads of different factors coming in, and that's why, you can't simply say, how do you get this turnover? Or it's it's the golds are in the stock you source, how quickly it's going through. Loads of things to consider. The main thing is to carry on enjoying it, And one of the we're probably going to have the dog coming like soon. Oh, he's here. Come on. He's gone. He's gone. Some people want to see the dog. I'm confused. Back. Get to the back of the class. Oh, you know what I mean. If only you could have 10 of those a day. That would be good. Right. Let's get this on then. Like I say, I have taken photos, but whether they're going to be transferred across, I don't know. So yeah, let me know your goals, whether they're sort of like, oh yeah, just sort of like carry on as normal and hope to get a bit better. And goals on different income streams as well. Hoping to improve my YouTube game a little bit as well. Not quite sure how, but we shall see. Make it a bit more interesting, maybe. A bit more controversial, a bit more cheesy. Who knows? I did do some video going out and about and got a few shots of the dog and the kids and stuff. Don't know if people will be interested in that. Anyway, week one of 2023. Get on the week one shelf. How much did I say for this? $16.99. Now, it's always very interesting to hear people's. Come on, why aren't you working? There we go, you're working now. People's views on eBay and selling and what they're looking to do. A lot of enthusiasm at the start of the year. That'll soon go. Right, tested and working. I will test it later. I've had some returns on a couple of things I didn't test as good as I should. I've been lucky with returns though. In terms of, I could go $19.99. No, I'll go $16.99 and put postage on it. Yeah, I've probably had about 4 or 5 returns, but some of them have sent them back themselves. They brought them back, like actually dropped them off. So not been returns through eBay, but I'll do a video about that. About 4 or 5 returns. Somewhere I've done part refunds, where big sales like £90 sales, where I've managed to do like a £20 part refund. You obviously checking out that it's a genuine return. I'm gone. Yeah, should have checked that, shouldn't I? But there you go. Okay, $16.99 for that one. I've done the photos, but like I say, it may take an absolute age to upload onto OneDrive. Pony, yeah, I've got a vintage one. And there's something special about the hair. I don't know whether it pulls out or something, and is it something you do something with the tail or something and it goes back in? But it hasn't sold. There's a trick to the hair as well. I think you if it's all tangled up, is it something to do with boiling water or something? I might be totally wrong with that. But yeah, I did sort the hair out. So Pete, tell me where all the local boot fairs are. Normally this time of year I'm going around the jumble sales, but I haven't even done that really. So I've got to get back on it. I think I might well drive down South Coast a little bit further away. Hounslow has been mentioned, but I do not fancy that. You're only here to find out the right bin date. Is everybody a little bit frazzled? Someone I saw on your YouTube sold a Sholly. Yeah, I'm just one of those YouTubers. When is that? I've never been to anything like that. Happy New Year, Ethic. First negative year. It will be removed. Good. That is good to hear. I had a really good one yesterday. Another return. I sent it's a little electronics kit. You made a heart and you put all these LEDs, and the bloke bought it And apparently it had already been made. I didn't spot this because it was in the box. So I sold it as new. But I rang him up. I said, I'm really sorry. I didn't realise. I said, what do you want to do? Do you want? Yeah, I was hoping. I said I didn't want him to open a return, so I said I can refund you like the price of the item, or if you want to send it back, I'll refund the whole amount. And he went, oh no, he was in electronics. His username was SP Electronics or something. So I was thinking, oh God, he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, but he said. Oh, thanks for ringing, mate. He didn't expect the call. He said, "Oh, thanks for ringing." Yeah, no, I was just pointing it out to you, just in case you have more of them, and you were selling them as new. And he said, "Don't worry about a refund." I was like, "Fantastic." So yeah, I mean, it's only a £5 item, but £5 plus £3 postage plus £3 return postage. So that was very, very fortunate. Oh, we got news on bin men. Yes, took it all last week. Backlog because of the snow. Wasn't impressed. Foxes ripping open the bags that have been left out. Ooh, suit you. It all goes in the same landfill. Yeah. No returns or items not received in January. Or is that because you've had no sales? Only joking. I'm watching you on my Samsung tablet. Oh my God, I'm being stalked on a Samsung. That's good to know. Good to know it's working. Yes, Neil, you've not been lucky with those. I had I'm giving you all these sort of like spoilers for the video I want to do, and probably won't end up doing. But I had an Xbox One, and I sent it, and it said it had been delivered, and the woman was saying, "I haven't had it," and it was quite weird because she was my medium parcel postage policy specifies every, but I can normally send it by any courier. I normally send it by UPS, definitely something like that, unless it's oversize and it's over the UPS size limits. So I sent it by UPS, and she messaged me straight away saying, "Did you not send this by every? You've sent it by UPS." Blah, 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 blah. Seemed a bit put out. Anyway, she said it hadn't been delivered. Tracking said it had been delivered. She raised a case with eBay. It went through the 2-week period or whatever it is. And then I just rang eBay and said, look, the tracking says it's been delivered. And I was trying to be helpful to her by contacting UPS and everything. But I thought it's no good on an eBay case. I know where this is going. So, cut a long story short, after 2 weeks, rang eBay. They closed the case. In actual fact, the woman there was very good. She rang me back. And she said she'd ring me back, and she did, which I was amazed about. She closed the case. And up until that point, this woman had been on, have you found it? Blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as the eBay thing was closed, she stopped sort of bugging me about it. And this is like an £80 sale. I did wonder whether she was like an every delivery driver who's like, no stuff is coming to her. I don't know. You're probably putting two and two together and getting 5. There's only one boot sale till at least March. The normal one that neither of us want to go to. Hello, Aaron. How you doing? It's amazing how missing a bit of tact can ruin sometimes. Yeah, someone picked me up that I think I was listing or going through some sales the other day, and I described the items as crap. They said, "Oh, if your buyers saw you describe it as crap," and I had to explain it. Actually, I meant crap in terms of reselling. Not buy for £1, sell for 100. I miss jumble sales down south since I moved up to the Midlands. Yeah, they don't seem to have them everywhere in the country. Yeah, get your elbows out. Right. Let's do this NutriBullet. I was cleaning the dried up tomato seeds off this morning, and God knows what, it's been in the garage. I got this, and first thing I noticed, it doesn't have the small cup. And second thing I noticed, I got it like about 8 months ago, was it had a load of dried up juice or whatever. But it's the right time of year to sell it. I've cleaned it up. I've tested it this morning. I thought they were quite valuable, but maybe that was about 2 years ago. but I want to get rid of it. So let's just see what we can do. So who's doing streams? I know James is doing a stream. Bold Finds. He's doing a 24-hour listing stream. Brave man. Do support him. Or just had a new offer. No. It's a mini disc. It's sold for spares and repairs. I'm putting it up for 20 quid. It's not going any lower than that. Well, 18.99. You know, he's trying to get it for 15 quid. It is not worth me packing it up and sending it. And 3 Nintendo game bundle, $9.99 for 3 Nintendo. He's offered $8.50. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, I'd rather keep the games and put them with a DS. They're 3D. Is they 3DS? They're 3DS games. No, I'm going to go. I've counted with $9.49. It's so cheap. It's unbelievable. So, there may be trouble ahead. These people trying to get absolutely something for nothing. New messages. Oh my God, what's this? Oh, I sold a Wii U and the bloke had to update it and he's getting an error message. So all fun and games. I have got another Wii U. I may well, because he was a local pickup, I may well switch it over. Yeah, this Wii U was tested, but apparently it was on an older operating system and he updated it and then got an error. So, okay, how much is a NutriBullet? Used, cleaned. 40 quid. UK only. Let's have a look at that. I seem to remember they weren't that price. 15 for the bottom bit. 35. Let's do buy it nows. 40 quid free post. There's one exactly the same, 30 quid free post. X-display model. I do want to get rid of it. I might go 30 quid. It seems that, yeah, a lot of them only have the base only. 35 plus £9. I think I'll go with £32.99 plus £7.50 postage. 600 watt? Is it 600 watt? I have no idea. Let's just get a good title. I can't find one. None of these titles are X-display, all X-displays. What's going on there? Unit only, base only. Right, here we go. Oh, you do have them? Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind them. You're never going to get anything that amazing. I mean, I picked up a couple of video recorders and maybe the odd good bit of clothing, but you kind of go because there's nothing else on, you know. Graphite item condition. Used. Tested and working. Does not include small pump. Goals though, I mean, you know, £100 every day for 365 days minimum. You kind of think, oh, you know, is that difficult to do? not not really. Listen, this for £32.99, and turnover wise, £7.50. If it sells, £40 on my turnover graph. It shouldn't be that difficult, really. You shouldn't make things, shouldn't overcomplicate things, and making you basically are just getting stuff, sticking it on, and getting it sold. And that's definitely the important thing. I think this year it is getting it sold. I was thinking about a lot of people say, "Oh, you stick it on, it will sell eventually." I don't know what anyone else thinks about that, but that's not something I would adhere to at all. Medium parcel, there we go. I'll be glad to get that gone. Another one. This was bought at a jumble sale, actually. 50p. I've had quite a few of these, but it's in grey. Normally, you'd like to get it sort of beige, the colour of an Amiga. But we'll see how we do with that one. It may only be about a tenner, but again, I just want to get rid of it. What's it called? A disc box, I guess. Yeah, they got a smaller one for £13. Any sold? Yeah, some of them gone really cheap. Floppy disk storage box. Let's have a look at that then. The only reason these things like this are good is because they're so cheap to buy in the first place. It's from Austria. It's £20. Probably be quite a long tail, but it's not on, so it's never going to sell if it's not on. £15.99. Now mine hasn't got the key, so what's the size of this? Is that going to go small parcel? I think it probably will. Looking around for my ruler, which I can't see. Okay, we'll go with that one. I think I'll go. What shall I go on that one? I'll try £14.99 maybe. I can see that being reduced quite quickly. Let me know in the chat as well who else you enjoyed watching on YouTube this year. I've been sort of watching a few people. I'm a bit bad really because I don't comment that much, but I've been sort of enjoying watching other resellers and getting ideas obviously. And let me know who you like and why you like them. Okay, does not include key. So you cannot lock away your very important files, the year's accounts. Has everyone done their accounts and submitted their tax returns? I haven't yet. I have been working on it. Okay, there we go. There's just lots of stuff. How do you get into it? It just opens, to be honest. Well, it's already unlocked. And you could probably just turn it with I don't think it's like a. Let's have a look. Let's try this. Right, we have a paper clip here. No, it doesn't turn. but you know, it's already unlocked. Let's get the locksmiths out. It's a good job you bought in an unlocked state, yeah. eBay never fails to surprise me. Moaning the other day about a couple of things hanging around, both sold the next day. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I've definitely had things like that. I've even looked at something and just not even edited it, just looked at it and gone, oh, I've had that for, oh, it's gone. What's happened there? Weird. Bit of a random seat. Yeah, maybe. Right. What I do need to do is check my trolley out. Give it once. I didn't use a trolley this year. I normally have my granny trolley. I've gone through 2 of them. Both picked up for about £4 at boot fairs. I just wasn't filling it up really. And normally the car for me is really close to the boot fair anyway. So good old Wilco bag. You need some size 6 hiking boots. Well, I'll be on the lookout for some for you, Pete. Yeah, let me know, everyone, what YouTube. You can say your own if you want, if you sit there watching your own one. This is a Pokemon Pokeball. This would be worth hardly anything. Again, it would have been a 50p pickup. What's it called? Pokeball? Purple Pokeball? I'm going to have to do an image search. My kids have these. Hello, trainer. Good things. Frustrating is their voice recognition. And when they first had them, they'd say like no, and it said please repeat, about 100 times. Right, here we go. What are these called? Looking for results. Tomy Pokemon. No, not that. £100. Pokemon Center official Master Ball by the Wand Company. It's not worth £100. Official Master Pokemon. I think these are different things. Here we go. Amazon. Pokemon Trainer. 120106. There it is, brand new. £35. Someone's trying to get. It's one of these things that has become ridiculously rare. £15, all new, used. £17, pre-owned. I was expecting only like a £5 or something for it. There's only one sold one. There's a sold one, but it's in box. Guess Ash's Adventures. Is that what it is? Kanto edition. Oh, here we go. Trainer Guess Ash Adventures Zanzoom, United States, £9.47. Right. I'm going to spend too much time on this. We will go $7.99 plus postage. Hi, Jack. Good to see you. He doesn't take no for an answer. I don't know whether it's a master ball. It's Ash's Adventures by the sounds of things. Pokemon Trainer Guess. That's what it is. Ash's Adventures. Zanzoon. I've got a whole load. I know, Jack, you do disc cleaning, don't you? I've got all these discs that have just like, I've gone through them. Some of them don't work. Some of them work but look a bit scratched up, and some of them are okay. How much do you charge? I don't know if you want to message me, if you don't want to say it in the chat, but if I sent you like 20 discs, how much do you charge to polish them up? Let me know. It's so difficult because when you've got a game and it's hardly worth anything, you kind of think, is it actually worth doing that? I do think I did cross my mind a few months ago, should I just buy a disc cleaning machine? And then it was like, oh no, because if you get a decent one, it's thousands. And then I thought, well, I could buy one with another reseller or a few other resellers who could buy, like, it's like a timeshare in Spain. Yeah. Is there a Hitchin meetup? I have no idea. It's a Mario Pokemon. It does look a bit like Mario, doesn't it? A little bit. Yeah, I don't know about that. I know Nick did a live yesterday. I've got to catch up on. So yeah, it's $7.99. Get that out. So hopefully someone would have that. Does include batteries. So yeah, I have done the photos for all of these. So these will all be going live when I finish the stream. And that should be my 5. It should take me over £100 for the day and have 5 items. So I may well get a few in the bank, as it were. It's all about just getting it done, isn't it, really? Oh, there we go. Damien knows. It's on the 14th, which is a couple of weeks away. I'll have to see if I can get hold of the car. Trouble with I've been to one get together, but it is difficult, sort of just driving up there when you've got family and everything. Here we go. Do £1.50 per disc. Once it's 20, it's £1.25, and discount down to £1. Gets clean to new, tested, and postage back will either be large letter or parcel. Oh, it's very interesting. I'll have to think about that. Obviously, it depends on the value of the game and everything. I suppose the main thing is it does mean you get them sold. So it may be worth sort of like saving up 30 or 40 discs and sending them across. I'll have a think about that. Anyone else who has loads of software hanging around? I mean, I've got a few GameCube stuff. I like collecting the GameCube stuff though, but like just bundles of Wii, PS2, you know, and it's PS1. You get PS1 games that are a bit scratched up. Disc cleaners are a funny one. Yeah, everyone talks about the JFJ, and I remember, I think it was on the listing league, someone put a comment asking you if you had a JFJ, and you were like, oh, JFJ. Didn't quite say it like that, but yeah, your one costs a little bit more. I remember looking up the value of yours, thinking, oh my word. A TDR Eco Pro. I don't know if that's the one you use at the moment. It may well be. £800 though. If you got it for £800, yeah. Yeah, £2,000. I think that's kind of what I was looking at. Yours does 50 at a time. Wow. I did consider, I'll buy it secondhand as well, but buying something like that secondhand, yeah, it's such a huge investment. And what if it goes wrong the next week? What guarantees have you got? But yeah, but I know it's something you do a lot of, so well, it does make sense for you. It didn't quite make sense for me, but it's still there in my brain thinking, oh, I could just, a little bit of reseller kit. I know a lot of people have them. I know Nick has one. Tom obviously has about 4, Tom the English Picker. Oh dear, that's not good. I don't know what to suggest. Stick it in the dishwasher. CP, good to see you. Right. I've got a Spectrum down there, which is quite nice. I think I showed you it before Christmas. But before that, I do want to get rid of this. I mean, why have I got this? Probably because it was very, very cheap. Nick has sold, first videos I watched Nick like 6 years ago, he was selling the individual cards as icebreakers. I don't think I'll be doing that, but let's see if I can just get rid of a classic Trivial Pursuit Genus. It was one of the things I used to look out for, and then you sort of realise they're no good because one thing, they're not small parcel. If they were small parcel, it might be all right, but they're not. So back in the day before the postage price change, you were looking at like £7 to post it. But let's see what people sell them for. This will make me no money at all, but I just want to get rid of it. See, people do sell the individual boxes of questions, which is probably the best way of doing it, but someone sold one for a £5. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking it will go for. We've got 51 people watching, not bad for someone who hasn't been on YouTube for ages. I'll just chuck it in the big box of Broken Muse. Yes, a very good plan. Give them all to George for exorbitant amounts of money. £8.99 free post. £9 free post. Not good, is it? £11.99 free post. What edition is this? I've got no idea what edition this is. What on earth does it say? Is it a first edition? Does that make it a rare? No clue. I'll just leave off the edition. Edition. It says on the box. I'll take out the date. Vintage Trivial Pursuit Original Version Master Game Genesis Edition. £9.99 free post. Free post. Free 1-day dispatch. Who on earth wouldn't want that for a tenner? I'm going to take offers off. I really cannot be doing with offers on that one. Where is it? Where's offers? Allow offers. Off. Hello, Lemonhead. That's not a name I recognise. I like it. In Tapped Source Local Library Old Book Sales, picked up a manga novel. Sometimes, I mean, look everywhere. I have picked up things in ex-library stuff. And yeah, you get the right book, you do very well. Twisted Ghost, I think I recognise that name. Good to see you. Yeah, it came on a bit later today, so may get a few people unaware of the time. So that is 5 items, but I want to get this one on, and this is I did a composite modification on this. I have offers, yeah, I do. I do, but that is one item out of 600 that I just can't be bothered with. It stirs up the algorithm. Yeah, maybe. All right, I'll put it on. You know what I mean? Though? I might get an offer for that later, and it's free post, and someone will offer me like $2.99. I'll be like, oh god. I do know people who just don't have offers on at all. We'll still send offers and stuff. You should always have offers on, but it sometimes just gets on your nerves. Novelist data point. Good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas, New Year. Here's another one that hasn't got a key, but you don't need it because it's just a little push button, and it is. I think I showed that last year. This little space here is for a tape deck, and it did come with a tape deck, but it needs a new belt. So originally this you couldn't get an image, but I did a mod on it, so it's now composite cable. I thought, do I put a new belt on the tape machine? I couldn't be bothered, and I had a spare book, so I'm just going to put a book with it. So it's Power Supply Spectrum Plus, nice case. That was actually bought off another reseller for 40 quid. I was thinking about trying to get 80 for it, but I might push for 90. So then 40 to 90 quid. It will sell fast. Okay, yeah, Spectrum Plus. It's like turning offers off sometimes. They're still selling. Yeah, you never can tell, really. There's lots of things that'll, help the algorithm, and lots of things that won't help the algorithm. Ricky Resells was he's just opened up his store. He's letting people know what it is on YouTube. I've never hidden mine, but I haven't really advertised it. It was the same. It's the same as my YouTube name, so it's pretty easy. And he was saying, lots of people looking at your store, but nothing selling is not good for the algorithm. The algorithm is important, but you can tie yourself up in knots about it. Something listed at the right price should be all right. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't have it. You can retro bright it, but that's quite involving UV light and hydrogen peroxide. You can also, in the summer, and I've done it with Amigas, unscrew it, just have the case and put it out in bright sunshine, and take about a week, but it will line it up. So you won't be able to do it this time of year. But you're not going to get something. It's basically caused by UV light filter through a window, and the way of solving it is to put it in UV light but outside. As you won't be able to just clean it off. No chance. It is a bit of a waste of time. Put it on the shelf, and if you really sort of like, you're probably going to sell it for about 25 quid because that's what it's going to get. Hopefully you picked it up for about a £5. Put it on the shelf, and then when in the summer when we're all boiling under 50-degree heat, stick it outside in the sunshine, not in too hot a place, otherwise it will melt and it might light it up. Probably a better one. Yeah, I've got a few. Right. Yeah, retro lighting. Look at videos on it as well. Look at that user guide sells for 8 quid. Or someone's trying to get 8 quid. A rare vintage USSR Synthes 2, clone of the ZX Spectrum. Oh, nice. Right, there's not a single ZX Spectrum Plus here. There's a +3, £204. Here we go. Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus bundle RF mod, £140 with a tape deck. £140, that seems very expensive. With a tape deck. Well, he's gone for 140. I'll go for 129.99 plus postage. I was going to go for 90. We will give it a go and see how it does. Save that for later. Silver PS2. I've got a silver PS2 boxed. It's been hanging around for ages. I need to sort that out. It worked and then it didn't work. Typical, eh? Those silver controllers never seem to work either. Yeah, the silver ones always are a bit dodgy. That is a bargain, yeah. I think mine cost 25 boxed. That's another thing. I've got a silver PS2. Need to sort that out. I've got an N64. I've got loads of stuff still kicking around. So yeah, there's still lots of stuff to list, which is nice. Right, I have done almost an hour, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Hopefully no one will join at like 11:30, hoping to catch the last half hour. They can always rewind, can't they? Let me know what your plans are. Are you sourcing at the moment? Let me know, either in the comments. No one ever leaves a comment. Leave a comment. Talking about algorithms, help my blooming YouTube algorithm. Do leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to get these photos uploaded, get them listed, get my 5 done. And then I've got a few things that I've got to go out today. So let me tell you what has sold. Let's have a look. What have I got to pack? Couple of SingStar wireless receivers. We've got a classic Simon electronic. That was bought for a £5 from another reseller. And when I bought it, someone commented on the video saying, that's from another reseller. And I thought, oh, yeah, this won't work then. And it didn't work, but I repaired it. So I bought it for a £5. I sold it for £51. Got a PlayStation, which I got a pack, £24 that went for. PlayStation 1, +1 controller, power supply, AV lead. And a Mega Bloks thing, which sold for £12.99. So, lots of little bits. So what are we looking at here? Anything from like £12.99 up to about 51 quid for that Simon game. So ticking along nicely. Nothing major. Nothing like no headlines. But there you go. So Lemonhead, you doing board games after board games? Twisted is stock taking. I've got to set an hour aside to do some accounts. I may do that after this stream. Yeah, got to be done. Anyway, for now, take care. I'll do another video this week, which will be all about the returns I've had on eBay over Christmas and how I've managed to lessen the impact of them. Hope you have a brilliant day and a good week. And thanks, Mark. Hopefully see you soon at Boot Fair, Mark. Mark's one of the local people. But yeah, take care, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.